segment. With gold prices at record high, consumers are turning to smart, stylish alternatives, and one homegrown brand is cashing in on that trend. Goyaz, an occasion-led jewelry brand, is blending the affordability of silver with the luxury appeal of gold plating. The company recently raised 130 crore rupees in a Series A funding round led by Norwest Venture Partners, marking its first institutional round. The funds will be used to expand its retail presence, strengthen design and manufacturing, and deepen its footprint across metros and Tier 2 cities. To talk about the Goyaz's next phase of growth, joining me now is its founder and CEO, Priyanka Vemuluri. Priyanka, welcome to Startup Street. You call Goyaz an occasion-led gold-plated silver jewelry brand. You know, traditional gold jewelry has long dominated the Indian market. What made you believe consumers were ready to embrace this side of, this idea of alternate luxury? And how big, Priyanka, do you think the opportunity is or will be?
I think that even the idea stemmed from it being consumer led. So I think the modern women today want versatile designs, want to have a lot of variety without locking up their savings. And I think we kind of came into the category at the right time, right place. So the entire idea of the brand was to make aspirational luxury provide that at a very accessible price point. And I think we have done a great job doing that. And I think that was also the time where the Indian women preferences were kind of changing, and people wanting to wear more variety than wearing one solid piece and kind of locking up their savings. So I think it's a huge market. If I think about it today, I think the alternate luxury segment market to gold is about a 20 to 15,000 crore market.
Okay, 20 to 15,000 crore rupee market. Priyanka, you founded Goyaz 2 years ago and have already scaled to 18 stores across India. What's driving this rapid growth, especially at a time when gold prices are soaring? Also, tell us how much of your traction is value-driven versus design or lifestyle-led?
I think something that was very, very important for us to kind of be transparent with what we are doing, because it was a new category when we came into the market. Silver jewelry was a thing, but gold-plated silver jewelry, that too, which is heavily focused on occasion, was not really a thing. So I think for that to happen, we had to be transparent with our prices, transparent with what we were doing, and kind of create that trust from the consumer from the get-go. So I think we are kind of acquiring most of our consumers because of our design, the experience we're providing in our stores, because all our stores are literal replicas, not just our product, even our stores are literal replicas of gold jewelry stores. And I think we kind of banked on that. And we've opened about 18 stores in about 30 months. We're just moving into our new state, fourth state in India, Tamil Nadu, next weekend. So very excited about that. And everywhere we go, I think as long as we've got the design language correct, I think I don't see us looking back.
All right. Speaking of design language, let's talk about your design and manufacturing capabilities. How much of your production is in-house, Priyanka? And with the fresh funds raised, how do you plan to strengthen your tech and manufacturing backbone?
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the reasons we wanted to fundraise is because we knew we had to double down on, our in-house manufacturing, on our quality systems, and also our entire tech stack and supply chain, right? And I think for that to happen, we did that strategic push from Norwest Capital, which we have taken the funding from. So I think currently about 80% of our manufacturing is in-house, but we want to make that 100% maybe in the next at top 6 months.
Okay, 6 months, and we'll surely keep a track of that. Priyanka, from 18 stores, like we mentioned today, how are you planning to scale your retail footprint, and what's the ideal mix between offline stores and your digital presence as you grow? What new geographies are you eyeing?
I think we're always going to be predominantly store first, is because I still believe jewelry in India is very look and feel. And I don't understand how somebody would and also we're occasion led, we're not lifestyle. So that's something people really think about before making that purchase. So, but I think what online does is it definitely gives you a place of discovery where people will discover you. And a lot of customer repeats also comes from online. So I think we're going to keep it omnichannel, but I think we're always going to be a store first brand.
Okay, the jewelry market, Priyanka, is deeply trust-driven. How do you build credibility and consumer confidence for a relatively new category like, gold-plated silver?
So I think, as I said, right, we really had to be transparent with what we're doing. We do use 92.5 silver. So we had to be very transparent about that. be transparent about what plating we're using. And I think every quarter we're kind of getting better with that. And the entire goal of the brand is to kind of have more control over the plating durability. Because once that's cracked, now the next question is what's the difference between gold and silver jewelry, right? You're selling the same thing. It has the same finesse. I think we're in the process of doing that. I think from where we've started to now, I think we've come a really long way. And I think the overall store experience right now, we exchange old silver. I think that's been a
Okay.
touch point for the consumers to walk in, and because also the silver prices soared in at the right time, so it was a great opportunity for consumers to come in and exchange their jewelry and exchange their silver and purchase new jewelry.
Yes. So, Priyanka, what's the long-term vision? Do you see Goyaz evolving into a full-fledged jewelry powerhouse, or will it stay sharply focused on the alternate gold-plated silver space?
I think we're going to be at the gold plated silver jewel for now, but I think there's a huge headroom, right? Like never say never. With a lot of alternate jewelry options coming up, I think Goyaz could explore all of that. But I think their next roadmap, the coming roadmap includes many product lines. But I think our core focus is going to be gold plated silver jewelry.
So, looking ahead, what's the next big milestone, Priyanka? More stores, new product lines, or perhaps an international play?
Uh, International sounds great. Why not? And we've already explored a couple of international markets that we've seen great success in. We're trying to have store spaces,
Okay.
offline store spaces there, and see how that works out. So that'll be great. But again, yeah, if you ask me about an immediate milestone, we want to scale retail. We want to deepen our design innovation. I think that's very important. And as I said, I want to have more control over the entire plating process. And I think we want to be the first one to kind of crack a cracker plating that will
Okay.
that will be permanent. Let's just say that today.
All right. On that note, it's time for me to wrap up our conversation. Many thanks, Priyanka, for joining
Thank you
us
so
on
much.
Startup Street today, and wish you the very best with all your growth plans.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.